This is a mystery adventure with multiple endings. It rewards thoughtful conversation and exploration, not brute force. The last sentence doesn't matter because I didn't make it there in time. Present day. Is that...
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up.
Oh!
I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind. But all I found was some loose change. So, wanna tell me who you are?
What? Select your body type. Alright, okay. That can be thick-faced or gangly. I can't tell, like, I think that's supposed to kind of be male, female, but they're... Well, that one's kind of masculine. That one's kind of androgynous. Very, very nose. Big nose. Okay. Yeah, alright. Uh-huh. My name is Eerie.
Well, it's
Not
nice
a lot
to
of
meet
people
you.
can pronounce that.
And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river?
Any
What's the
idea
last
why
thing
that
you
dragonfly's buzzing around behind your head so precariously? Do you have some nice smelling, hair stuff in your hair? I don't know. Oh, okay, so my choices are off over here. You can't see them. What was the last thing you remember? I was searching for ancient ruins. I was on a covert mission. I was on the run from the law. I barely remember anything. Oh, wow, I can. There's perks that come with those. Okay, I was searching for ancient ruins. Archaeologists, years of studying history give you occasional insights into the ancient world. I was on a covert mission. You have a military-issued firearm and only 10 bullets. You'll have to use them judiciously, since there's no way to get more. I was on the run from the law, a fugitive. Your time and run from authorities has made you quick on your feet, and you're 25% faster when sprinting. That's tempting. But I also don't want to tell this girl who dredged me from the river that I'm an outlaw. It's going to cause some issues. That might be a problem. I barely remember anything. Your recent head trauma has increased your pain threshold, making you 50% harder to take down. Ooh, those are both actually pretty good. I think I'm going to go with the amnesic. The amnesic.
It does look like you took a pretty hard blow to the head. You're just lucky you've been given a second chance.
Yes.
Which is why I feel terrible for what I'm about to say, but I have a favor to ask.
Okay.
There are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me.
Hey,
He went
Ron!
in there a few hours ago.
Thank you.
And he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what.
Why?
There's no way I'm leaving without him. So I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting.
Why have you
I
not
mean,
dispatched emergency
what I mean is,
services?
I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find
I
him.
have a fresh head
If you
wound.
can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
This seems very poorly thought out. Mind if I ask some questions first?
Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. I just... What do you want to know?
What's your story? Who's Al? Where are we? What can you tell me about the ruins? Have you tried calling for help?
An idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
But that does not answer the question. They have helicopters. They're things. What's his Harrison Ford? He used to go around the Rocky Mountains just looking. Just on a free Saturday, he'd just go around the Rocky Mountains looking for hikers who were apparently stranded. If he found someone in the news, he'd absolutely be out helping the search party. Harrison frickin' Ford. Indiana Jones. Can you imagine being in the Rocky Mountains and being rescued by Indiana motherfucking Jones? I'm not kidding you here. The helichoppers. Okay, anyways. Yeah, okay. Yeah, what's your story?
Oh, there's not much to tell.
Get a satellite phone.
Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
Yeah, sure. Okay. Touching on that other thought really quick. Get a satellite phone. They're actually not that expensive, and you pay for the minutes, so just have it with you. If you're going to go hiking in a non-civilized area, it's required. It is basically required. That and MREs. Or just any sort of, like, you know, food that's going to last. I like hot dogs. You're not even going to tell me your name?
Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Wow, this person is actually kind of suspicious. Of course, I'm the one who's waking up being dredged out of a river with head trauma, so currently riding down hiking. Right? I'd like you to know. I'd like to know, especially if I'm going to be helping you.
Fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey. It's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself. My name's Karen.
Oh. That's actually one of the options. All those Karen memes have really ruined that name, huh? Well, apparently my head trauma's not that bad. Okay, well, thank you for saving my life, Karen.
You're welcome. Always happy to help. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
A lot! Still a lot! Who's Hal?
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did.
What?
I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here.
I
In
have...
any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is.
I have more questions. How come there are so many people, myself included, washing up on this riverbank? Why is that a thing? Why are you out here just so happen to be in the same area where people keep washing up on the riverbank? This is very suspicious. Where are we?
You really don't remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
Okay. I'm going to give this one a freebie and just assume that we're actually speaking Italian. And it's just, you know, game, English, me, speak English. Don't know Italian. I'll give that pass. Okay, what can you tell me about these ruins?
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts.
What? Are you trying to tempt me into, like, rescuing your friend? Oh, you know, you don't know what you'll find in there. This is ancient artifacts. Things that'll make you frickin' rich. Also, this dude who went in there for no apparent reason. All right. Why did I have more questions, but there's not prompts for them. My next question is did you bother to ask Al why he was going in there? Oh, all right, I'm in. I'm going in for priceless artifacts, but I'll keep my eye out for them. I'll pass. Those are my 3 options, and honestly, with the information I am currently equipped with and the mild recent head trauma, I would say I'll pass.
Are you serious? I just saved your life, and you can't do this one little thing for me. What kind of an Look, if you won't do it for me...
What kind of a reaction is that?
You want to know what you're doing here, right?
You don't even know me. You don't even know Al. This is buck wild. This is okay. All right. Okay. Fine. Good point. All right. I'll take a look. Why not? I can do this one thing for you, person who saved my life, even though I am injured and need to go to a hospital and seriously buy a sat phone.
My hero. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
Okay. A flashlight. Yep, that helps. Cool. All right. Sweet. That was a very Skyrim-esque sound. Wow. They just, like, pull that directly from the mod? No criticism for it, but... An old wooden rowboat. Karen must have used it to rescue me from the river. Tilapia. Sleeping bag. I was asleep on this not too long ago. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm feeling pretty shoehorned here. This is not... Flick up? There's my flashlight. Okay. This is not what I would do in this circumstance. This is the opposite of everything I do in this circumstance. Me, a sane peoples. But that's okay. I recently had head trauma. A rusted metal torch, which must have been lit by Al. I'm going the right way. Alright. Are there bears in here? Are there any bears? Hold shift to sprint. Nifty. Okay. This seems nice. This seems lovely. Very peaceful. Can't throw myself in the river, despite wanting to. Alright. Lower the flashlight. Works, that's fair. No, I will not walk towards the door. I will explore. I will see everything I can see before I go in. Which apparently isn't much. Okay. Backpack, examine. A backpack full of worn hiking clothes and empty food baskets. Nothing valuable here, but seems strange that Al left it behind. Okay. Whoa. Oh, wow, that's very sensitive. Nice backpack otherwise. So we're just going to leave it here. Al's note.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain, for this shall be their final resting place."
Interesting.
Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? The people have survived down there, against the odds. It seems there's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation, or a warning. Al Worth.
Alright. Everybody's cuckoo pants. That's everybody's cuckoo pants in this game. Got it. Alright, that tracks. Al's cuckoo... Ooh. Okay. Al's crazy. Karen's crazy. I'm crazy if I'm gonna continue, I guess. Alright, what does this say? A Latin plaque which reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous should be rewarded in eternal life." Okay, it's the same thing. A golden carafe. Permanently fixed in place. A statue. An ancient Roman statue of an unknown man with in an inscrutable pose. One hand seems to welcome, the other hand seems to warn. Awkward. Woo! Whoop-a-doo. Okay. Ha-ha! Ha-ha! Teeter-totter. Can't make me fall down. Okay, you're making me fall down. And this is how Al died. This is how Al died. Got it. Cool. Well, we have landed in an aquifer. Interesting. Okay. If you say so. Quid pro quo. Find the main entrance to the secret city. Well, we've done it, and now we can't get out. So, Karen, that's why. I almost wish I gave the meme response. Hello, I see you up there. You are witnessed. Oh, there's one in each corner. Okay. I thought there was only the one. Graffiti. It hastily scrawled Latin graffiti. I can't translate it yet. Something be vigilant? Alright. I beg your pardon. Whoa, okay! Whoa, alright. Alright, the statues are looking at us. Hi. Well, hello. Hup! Yeah, I saw that. What is this? The weeping? Oh, okay. It's just the. I thought they were actually pulling weeping angels on me and were right behind me. Oh, okay. All right. Already kind of freaked out. Yeah, this is great. This is lovely. Oh, lovely mural. Good stuff. Good stuff. Everything's gilded. Super. A young Roman woman in pose of lamentation. Lamentation? Lamentation. Laminated. He's also lamenting. Alright. Hey. You cool? A Roman gladiator mid-stride. What could have made a gladiator flee? I don't trust anything. I trust nothing. Uh-huh. Yep. Cool. Great. Love it. Oh, hiccup, hiccup. Mm-hmm. A young Roman woman looks like she was begging for her life. So does someone just come and precariously place all these people up here? I can't examine these ones. Alright. Okay. That's fine. Well, we have discovered a vast underground network here. Press F5 to quick save, F9 to quick load. Alright, cool. I can do that. I'll be doing that lots. I appreciate games that still have a quick save feature. A Roman military commander attempting to scramble away from something. Uh-huh. Alright, okay. A Roman legionnaire in a state of terror. This is not great. I'm trapped here. I can't get out. And I'm finding statues of scared people. Kind of a Midas feel to it. Alright. Still can't jump off that cliff. A Roman woman who appears to be praying for help that never came. Gee, I wish I'd taken Latin in high school. It sure would be useful in this moment. This one singular moment of my life. Oh. A golden statue of an old man wears modern clothing. This must be Al? How is that possible? What? What? Inscribed stone tablet. Take.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, you'll suffer the same fate I did.
Hey, I don't wanna.
Spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back.
A lifetime? It's been an hour.
Death. That godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning.
Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning.
Better to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Well, that's pretty dire. Any explanation why we washed up in a river yet? That'd be great. So he hung himself and then turned to gold. So how did these people die? A young Roman woman in a state of panic. Well, let's go do what we were expressly told not to do. And go through that gate. Yes. Wise beyond our years we are. Excellent at jumping through gateways. I don't understand. Oh. Find a doorway into the past. A Roman man on his knees as if begging the gods for mercy. The remains of a human, whoever it was, died a long, long time ago. The first thing we see that's not made of gold. The first, death that's not made of gold. Whoop! Alright, I was going to try to not to, but we're going in. Whoa! Ah! Ah! TARDIS! Where is the doctor? Press tab to check. Oh, press P to enter photo mode. Okay, so tab inventory, P photo mode. Got it. Good. Excelente. Step through the doorway into the past. Alright. Ooh. A Roman relief depicting a great circular portal and two women. I wonder who they could be. Probably just friends. Alright, anyways. Okay. Here we are. Hello. There's gold statues. Hi, human. How are you?
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
I'm Erie, and I just came from the future. Wait, you're speaking English? On Prosperia? I'm Erie, you got lost? Lie? Okay. Why are you speaking English?
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange.
Well, you're one to speak.
I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you, and what were you doing in the shrine?
It's the Shrine of Proserpina.
Agricultural goddess of springtime? You're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm
And
not.
You've just done it again. You're a sly one, aren't you? One more time. Who are you, and what were you doing in that shrine?
You're very friendly. Oh my gosh. I'm Erie, and I've just come from the future.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, not right in the head?
Friend.
That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here.
We're all not right in the head. Thanks, I guess. Seriously, what's today's date?
I sort of lose track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March?
Great. What year?
It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the empire are you from, exactly?
That doesn't help me. Is this before or after Christ? Let's just ask that, yes.
Not so loud. Just saying that name could land you in trouble here. If you haven't heard, his cultists burned down half of Rome last year.
Oh.
Horrible business.
Last
I heard
year.
Nero executed some of them, but a lot of people are still angry with them. Even down here. So, if you're one of them, keep it to yourself.
Ah.
But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So, let me make this nice and simple for you.
Please, hold my hand, spell it out.
Our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Your laws?
Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in.
Cool.
So then, you coming?
I don't have a choice. Lead the way.
Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see...
No, that's
we've got
actually
a
really
nice little
convenient.
community now.
Can
Only
look in all
23 of us
directions.
at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. but it's just big and dark enough to get lost in if you're not careful.
Hi.
To introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius.
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Ooh.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her if I were you. She's... it's not my place to say.
Fair?
On your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Ah, that one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Ah, don't mind Livia. She means well.
She talking about
She's
me?
just been in a bad place since... Well, you know, I don't know what happened to her. Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the Forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of
Okay.
us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau.
Hey,
is
did you
where
hear
the
that?
magistrate and the other patricians live. So
That statue said something.
expect a warm welcome.
Galerius, you're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy. Greetings, citizen.
Hi, Horatius.
Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally.
God, your eyes are very intense. Okay. What's this about?
I expect the magistrate wants to brief you about the Golden Roll. It shouldn't take too long. He's busy preparing for the election later today.
Election? Alright, lead the way. Actually, really, really quick. I'm going to turn down the music just a bit more. And I'm going to turn the voice all the way up. There we go. That should be just a bit better. Okay.
The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way.
Alright.
When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9.
Jesus.
Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation.
Yeah.
It seems like rough justice to you. You're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. Who's up these stairs?
Thank you, Horatius.
Oh, another one fresh out of the baths, I take it.
Hi. You're cute. Okay. Let's go talk to the magistrate. Hello.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
I guess I'm Eerie.
A curious name. To match a
So I've been told.
curious accent. But I digress. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first,
How'd you know I was
take a look at
here
this
already?
wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago.
Okay. I just want to get out of here.
In good time. More importantly,
I-
consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months.
7 months.
22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all
Okay.
that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
You can't say I have.
Nor could I, Until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying.
Okay.
Even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die.
Wow.
You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden.
So how did you all end up here?
It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up.
I mean, yeah, that would be
Now
terrifying.
It seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions.
And a head injury.
Ask away.
Okay. Yeah, oh, that's a very important one. Yeah, what counts as a sin here?
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes, or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods
that's a
and
lot.
the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
Okay. Not sure if that's a good idea. What is legal isn't always moral. Many of your laws and customs are considered barbaric from where I'm from.
Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force in the known world.
Yeah.
Rome is a beacon of
That
light.
is unto itself a problem.
For years she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists, and engineers. We
Great.
have
Super.
comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes all across the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same, regardless
Talk
of
to
the
me
color of
about
their skin
Israel,
or
will you
their
please?
Sexual preference. Can you say the same? When our people are starving, they are given food
Aaron,
rations.
hello.
And when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on.
Yeah.
No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
Don't your laws allow slave ownership? Don't your people watch blood sport for entertainment? Don't women have fewer rights than men? Don't you persecute Christians? Don't you practice collective punishment? I mean, yeah, that's a whole list of things that I guess, do I risk going into it with this person? I kind of need his trust, but at the same time, there's a lot of questions here. Yeah, all right, first and foremost, don't your laws allow slave ownership?
Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
No, that doesn't save your grace at all, my friend. I mean, maybe better to be executed than be a slave? I would think so. Don't your women have fewer rights than men?
Of course, but with fewer rights come fewer
Oh my God.
responsibilities, and the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands.
Yeah, and practice collective punishment.
Are you talking about our practice of decimation?
Of course. We could hardly unite all these warring tribes without a disciplined, formidable legion.
Yeah, alright. Yeah, where I'm from, we consider those things to be abhorrent.
Well, right
Avix,
now,
hello.
You're a long, long way from home. I have made my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows.
Well, then we have determined that lying is not a sin, according to the gods. Alright. Oh, if I do this, will you help me get back to my own time? Yeah, why can't you investigate this, friend? Why are you employing me, the new guy?
Go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well,
that's fair.
It pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot.
That's fair. Fair enough. No. How does the ritual work? What counts as a sin here? We already asked that. Yeah, that's all the questions I have.
So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the golden rule?
How do we know it's not you? Seems like I don't have much of a choice.
No, I don't suppose you do. But I'm hoping that even if you're not burdened with a sense of self-sacrifice, you'll at least see the sense in self-preservation.
That was what I meant.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them, if it'll win their trust.
Sure, fair.
I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately.
Alright, okay, I guess we'll do that.
Last thing, if I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. I mean, okay, let's take a second here. Bit of a foggy underground city. Where's the light even coming from? Is that the actual sun? If so, how have we not tried to rock climb and escape? Tab for the quest journal. To see an objective markers for a given quest, click the icon beside it. Okay. Point of origin. I've traveled thousands of years in the past and need to figure out how to return to your original time. Perhaps whoever brought you here can send you back. The golden rule. Figure out who is most likely to break the golden rule and inform Sentius. Leads, dying gasp. Find out what's distressing Lucretia. Alright. We'll follow that rule, that thing. Yeah. Denarius. We should not steal. Lararium. A small household shrine which holds where the ancient ruins offers for daily protection. Okay. Can we just ask him for the money then? Like, hey, if everything's doomed today anyways, can I have the money? Note from Scintilla. Scintilla to Sentius. May Jupiter Optimus Maximus continue to protect and guide you. Jupiter Optimus Maximus? I am not ingratiated into Roman culture. That seems a bit excessive. Continue to protect and guide you. Thank you for making me your daughter and the lovely birthday pendant. I promise I will wear it always. I feel so safe and fortunate to have you as my father and Sentia as my sister. I sense that you've been feeling apprehensive about the election next month, but if you can show them the strong and dependable man I know you to be, you will be reelected, I'm sure of it. Next page. There is no next page. All right. We'll put that back down. All right, so he's worried about the election. That's understandable. I'm glad they at least have the decency to have some form of democracy down here. That's good. That's good. Every little bit helps. All right. Okay. Oh. Tap X for a guide towards your objective marker. Thank you, strange whispering woman. All right. Thank you very much. Inspect the stove. It's no doubt unpleasant cooking with such poor ventilation, but the Romans probably regard that as their servant's problem. Right? So already we have the...
Ugh, this place has become a thoroughfare.
Hi.
Ugh, I wish
Thank you for
Horatius would stop
slightly
letting barbarians
moving to
in here.
face me.
What do you want?
Barbarians? Okay. Do you know a way to get out of here?
Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is that it? Well,
Yes.
That's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Scintilla. I wish you mouth breathers would just leave me alone.
Mouth breathers? Hey. Alright. Can I help?
I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the harpies?
That was some weird facial posing. When did you last see her?
It was 3 weeks ago. We ate our evening meal together, and I remember she seemed happy. In love.
In love.
We went into our rooms. I went to sleep. And when I woke up, she was gone.
Who was she in
That's
love with? So she was seeing
I think
someone?
So, yes. But she was very careful about keeping his identity a secret, even from me.
Okay, why is that?
Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans.
What's with the duck face? Your father didn't mention any of this when I spoke to him. Any idea
that
why?
Doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its paddock.
Wow.
He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her. So he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done.
Based on the letter I read, it was about a month old. She was very happy here. Is it possible her lover was involved?
I don't know. But it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
Sentius, Scintilla, why are your names also similar? That's a pointless question. You look surprisingly relaxed about your sister's disappearance. I was going to comment on this. Like, she's just lounging. There's nothing else to do. She's not doing anything else. And it's like, all right, I can kind of get it, I think. Like, there's obviously no internet. There's no TV. There's no radio. There's barely even books. Why can't she? I guess she could be reading a book. Maybe she was reading a book. Like, there's nothing else to do except drape yourself dramatically across the nearest chaise. But all right. Yeah.
Why? Because I'm on this couch and not pacing about the villa, wasting energy.
I mean, smart response.
You're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her disappearance.
I don't know. Just an observation. Just an observation.
Ugh, you're awful. Get out of my villa and never speak to me again.
All right, well, we have ruined that lead. What happens if we try to talk again?
Do I need to ask Horatius to escort you out of here? Get out, you horrid barbarian.
All right, let's not risk that. Let's not risk getting thrown in jail. Do they have a jail here? I mean, it kind of is a prison unto itself, so is there more prison? Is there a prison within the prison? That statue doesn't seem to want to whisper to me. Okay. So... Hi, Horatius. Are you a humble blueberry farmer, Horatius?
Harvey.
Oh. You're not Horatius. That's awkward. Okay.
Ah, you've returned. Do you have any news about your investigation?
I'm investigating you now, my friend. I was hoping to ask you some questions about my investigation. What can we do? This doesn't have anything to do. This doesn't have anything to do with...
Now, was there something else you wanted to discuss?
I want to discuss Scintilla. What's your story?
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me.
All
Before
right.
I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians.
What's a decurion?
It's a cavalry officer. I had 30 men under my command. This was my uniform.
Fair enough. Why are you still wearing it?
As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent.
The portal? What? Okay. How did you end up here? That's a good question, actually. How did you end up
My
here?
men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now, the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were trying to escape a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic, and I remember it losing its footing by the water's edge. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here in the company of some stranger. I went looking for my horse.
Who is the
and
stranger?
Discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure
No,
out
that's
what
actually a
it is.
very important question. Who was that stranger? Was it a woman with brown hair who didn't want to give her name? Or maybe said something like Karen? Because I feel like she probably cast us into this situation. All right, let's talk about something else. I better get back to it.
I'll be waiting here for news.
This is fascinating, if I'm honest with you. Plus, are we on a clock? Like,
Of a degenerate mind.
thank you, Horatius. Good input. Are we on a clock? Like, is there a way to tell time? Do we have, like, until midnight to find this alleged sinner and deal with them? Is this like a Majora's Mask scenario? Like, can I delay the inevitable?
What now?
Can you tell me about the magistrate? Do you know a way out of here? What do you think of the Golden Rifle? Who are you going to vote for? What's your
I'm a
story?
legionary of the First Italica, but there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me other duties.
Fair.
I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughter, I should say, and the others, and making sure they're all behaving. I also keep a register of new arrivals.
Fair. All right. How did you end up here?
From Liguria, up north originally. I was doing all right for myself. 12 years into my service. Had a nice girl lined up for when it was all over.
Oh,
Not
that's
anymore.
lovely.
She's probably figured I'm long gone and moved on by now. I try not to think about it. My commander sent me to deliver a message to Rome. While I was there, I thought I'd do something nice for my girl. And pick up a little pendant from a silversmith.
Oh, okay. So a lot cuter than I was
Running
thinking.
Through the streets, shouting fire. People were screaming, trampling each other. Then some Genetricum Fugitive tried to take advantage of the chaos.
I'm
and
sorry,
catch
what?
my pendant. I remember chasing him through the crowds, down towards the river. And then, nothing. Blacked out and woke up near here. No idea how I ended up floating so far downriver. But I'm fortunate to be alive, I suppose.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Don't be. As Seneca the Younger said, difficulty strengthens the mind as labor does the body. That said, Centilla's disappearance has been more difficult than I'd care to admit.
Yeah. How close are we with Scintilla? Do you know out of here? Can I see the citizens register? Sure.
I don't see why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow.
Thank you. Oh, he's just going to straight up give it to me. All right. A summary register of each person in the city in alphabetical order. Aurelia, Claudia, Decius, Domitius, Dulgius. That's not a fair name. Equitia, Fabia, Galerius, Georgius, Hannibal, Horatius, Kabosh, Julia, Livia, Lucretia, Malorius, Navia, Octavia, Rufius, Scintilla, Sentia, Scintilla, Sentius, Ulpius, Virgil. All right, that works. Thank you. I
Of
really
course.
appreciate that. Yeah, who are you gonna vote
Not that
for?
it's any of your business. but my loyalty is and always will be with Sentius.
Fair.
Unfortunately, I don't think my vote is going to make any difference today. See, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with lies, bribery, and intimidation. The man's a savage, but he's a gladiator, so people fear and respect him more than they should. Sentius knows about it, of course, but he doesn't have the same rat cunning as Malleolus.
So
This
Malleolus
place will
is the
be
rival.
different with that sleaze at the helm. But I try not to worry about things I can't change.
I guess that's healthy. Can I help?
I appreciate the thought, but you're new here, and I just can't see how you could make an impact in the time between now and the election this afternoon.
Okay, maybe that's our time clock.
If you're interested in the election, go and have a chat with Equitia, the Vestal Priestess. She'll be overseeing proceedings.
Fair. Okay. All right, that helps. Yeah, what can you tell me about the magistrate?
I've ever had, that's for sure. Good stoic. Lives by Seneca's words. Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Can't ask for much more
Fair.
than that.
Okay.
All right.
I have thoughts on stoicism. Fairly positive thoughts. Hi, what are you doing? Hello.
What were you two talking about?
Sorry, what? What?
Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony.
Why do you
What's he
care?
offering you? Money? Favours? What's your vote worth to him?
He wasn't trying to buy my vote. We weren't even talking about the election. Of course, I could go a bit of a different route. What's it worth to you?
A bit of a fauna career. We've lined up all the votes we need already. Mark my words, Malleolus is going to be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you've sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it?
Alright, I wasn't thinking about interfering, but now I am. I don't care about the election.
Good. Then stay out of it. Nobody likes Caput Murday foreigners interfering in an election.
Wow, I already hate you. Thanks for the warm one. Mind if I ask some questions?
Can't hurt.
Only because I have to. Oh, what's your story?
The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me.
Okay. I'd like to meet Malleus.
Too bad. He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it.
Bribery is apparently not a sin under the gods. Alright, we can keep that in mind. Afford what?
I'm glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return.
Yeah, okay. So we have learned now that lying and bribery are not considered sins. This, I feel, is important. So what happens if we try to lie? I'm still almost scared to try to find out. I want to find out as much as I can, but I think we can probably get away with lying in this society. Isn't soliciting bribes a sin?
Bribe? That's such an ugly word. What I'm looking for is more of a tribute to me, your soon-to-be patron.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. Alright, what do you want?
Something good.
I'll see what I can do.
Make it good.
Yeah, alright. Do you know a way out of here? What do you think about the golden rule?
I think it's gone on long enough. And Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
Okay. How's he going to do that?
He's going to announce it in his victory speech. Just you wait and see.
And then just suddenly no more golden rule. Suddenly we'll be okay. It was a lie the whole time. Got it. Okay, sounds great. Can I help?
We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem.
Fair. Fine. I'll be going now. I'll be going now.
Just remember, I'll be watching.
Good. All right. Always watching. More graffiti. So graffiti's not a sin under God. The gods. Sentius and Malleus. Same excrement, different smell. By Aaliyah. Okay, alright. Aaliyah's a person, right? Can we inventory? Denarius, flashlight. How much denarius? Just a single denarius. Okay. Is there? There is not an Aria. Alright, that's okay. We don't need to talk to an Aria, I guess. We should make our way towards the Shrine of Apollo. That is apparently a good first hint. Alright. Yes. Yes. Yes, I can hear you. Weird statues that are always watching me. Hi.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Well, Horatius! What are you doing here? Hi there.
A new face. Arve and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia.
Equitia.
To what do
All
I
right.
owe the pleasure of this visit?
What's your story?
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
Don't have a lot of
suppose
time.
it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
I apologize. Sorry, what should I have
The
done?
proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is.
Yeah, it seems very inefficient.
Let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like.
I like her. You just keep being you. All right, yeah. All right, you do you. I dig it. I dig it. So the good die young and the sinners are immortals? I suppose so. I suppose so. Yep, seems that way. How did you end up here?
No, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
A young woman named Karen dragged me out of a river unconscious and sent me in here.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you?
It's another name, but I don't come from. It carries negative connotations where I'm from. It carries negative connotations where I'm from. It's another name, but not uncommon.
Older. I see. I wonder if... No.
What were you gonna say?
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too?
A little bit.
I think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns.
I bet you Karen's a pattern. You're being a bit coy.
I know. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
What happened to Livia?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed.
So yeah, a couple things happened a month ago.
Stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help, but she just looked at us with this haunted stare, called us bloodless shadows, and told us we were ignorant of some pattern. Look, it could be unrelated. Perhaps she simply fell ill. Or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the Golden Rule was too much for her. But there is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her.
Yeah.
I just don't want to
Everybody fell in a river
So be careful,
and
will
then
you?
washed up on a shore and entered this place. And I have a feeling that Karen is doing it. I'll be careful, but thank you.
Now, go and follow the thread of truth through this labyrinth and come back to me if you discover any patterns.
Absolutely. I'll get right on
Come
it.
back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
Thank you, Equitia.
Keep an eye on things, Horatius?
As always, priestess.
Any news about Centilla, Navia, or Kabash?
Oh, I
no
can
sign
sneak.
of any of them, I'm afraid.
I can be sneaky.
But we do have a newcomer. Strangely dressed fella.
Hi, I'm
Funny
right
accent,
behind
too.
you.
A traveler from a faraway land, then?
Seems that way.
Then let's make sure he feels welcome, shall we?
Of course, priestess.
Yep. All right. Don't mind me.